Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Play action. Now Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. There he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
73 yards.
And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Richardson. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Got his open man. It's Mallory.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Taylor will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was a quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. A touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Richardson looking to throw this.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Jackson.
He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right. A 1st down carry for Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. They still can't get him. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
We are in for a good one as we're through one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
And this complete to Mitchell.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Flacco looking for his first toss.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Jackson now.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Richardson to throw off play action. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Off play action. Richardson.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive will start with an option going left. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Here's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
In motion, Aguilar. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And the throw and the catch were just fine. But again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And Jackson throwing once more.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now it's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Richardson to throw again after the pick 6. He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Jackson from the shotgun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now it's Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame, because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start out here with the option left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Richardson. Short throw caught by Bowers.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Again, it's Richardson. That's to Bowers once again.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Adebawore, he got in there to stop him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge.
Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A quick pass out to Aguilar. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That would work pretty well there.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Richardson, as this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Richardson to throw. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Richardson going on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 15 and a first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Off the option, here's Henry.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Richardson looks to throw once more. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Now it's Richardson.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the